today is going to be about music, music in general, hip hop. We're going to touch on today's rap as well, but let's get into this. We have our panel here.
Just Derek up in the building.
Rod McNeil.
Great, great. So these are some of the fellas that, again, you know how we do it. We do it on just random people. So, except for just Derek, you've seen him before. But we're gonna get into this. It's again about music. And first question will be, what influenced you on music?
Oh man, I mean music. First of all, you got to go all the way back to the ABCs. You know what I'm saying? A B C D E F G. Music is everything, man. I mean, like it's the culture. It was molds you, man. I mean, it puts you in a different era. You know what I'm saying. But for me, it was my grandfather, man. My grandfather was a gospel artist. Troy Thomas, bad, baddest man alive. Well, he passed on, but he was the baddest man alive at his time. Couldn't nobody, no artist to this day or past could touch him. And I just learned from him.
Right?
Man, I think for me, it's probably so. I started getting into music later on in life. So it wasn't until I really started going through some tough times, and normally when we go through tough times, we begin to pray and try to go to church and stuff. So, but no, it was a guy named Cedric Thompson out of North Carolina, and I was in church one day, and he was playing some music, and his music just like made me feel like everything was gonna be okay.
Okay.
So things didn't change, but looking at my situation, change how I was viewing it. So that kind of made me, want to start, creating music that did the same thing for other people. So for me, it was more of a message of hope, a feeling of just inspiration. So that's what I always strive to do when I'm thinking about being creative. It's like, how can I tap into the emotion part of what people may be experiencing, whether good or bad,
Absolutely.
That's what really influenced me.
That's what's up, right
All right. So, Rob, what is your step in music? What do you do?
Currently, right now, like I said, I'm a church guy, so primarily where I play is going to be in church. Just for the simple fact, again, it's just causing an emotion for someone. My
So you
approach,
play music?
I do. I'm a keys player. I'm a keys
Oh, okay,
player.
okay.
So for me, not to get too deep with it spiritually, but I really want to provoke people to think about, where their blessings come from.
Right,
So when I really just point people back to God, point people back to like, man, I could have been dead, but I'm still
right,
here.
right.
Things could have been worse than what it is, or, things, man, look where I came from, to where I am now. So currently right now, get a chance to serve at a couple of different churches here in the local Atlanta area.
Cool, cool.
Oh, that's what it's
Just
at.
Derek, what do you do?
Oh man, I mean, like I said, again, like I mean, I do different genres of music. I do old school, but I mean, again, like him, I'm rooted in gospel. I mean, it's interesting to hear what he's saying because it's like we most definitely got to get together and see what we could make a good thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do
Because
you
that's
play
what I do.
anything?
No, but I
Okay,
sing.
okay,
That's
okay.
what I'm saying. Like that's my thing. I sing. I sing gospel music. That's what I'm saying. My grandfather was like, man, if you heard him, you'd be like off the charts.
Mm.
It's crazy. So I mean, yeah, I do the old school. I do everything that's about you know teaching somebody and encouraging somebody. So I'm about that. I'm about that. But yeah, I mean, I do singing, I do comedy. I mean, I do a lot of things. That's why I'm just Derek. Cause I just do a lot of things, and I don't want nobody to put me in one box and say, okay, well, this is the only thing that he can do.
So, in music today, so you like it for one. For two, for two, these things need to be said sometimes. What is there to like about it?
Can I start?
Go ahead.
All right, look. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, music is garbage. Garbage. Okay, for real. I mean, look, you got this guy named Designer. I don't know what he be talking about. Nobody knows what he be talking about. And then you got Drake. Man, every time I hear Drake sing, it seems like I need to wipe my nose. He sounds like he got nasal drip or something, man. He need to be promoting for nasal drip or something. But I'm just saying, this music out there, listen, they not doing nothing, man. They're not doing nothing. They're not doing nothing for the people. They're not doing nothing for the people. They're doing it for themselves. And I'm tired of people sitting up there talking about, this is what I got. I got so much money. I got so much this. I got so much that. Shut up already. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I mean, listen, you asked the question.
Right.
No, I think just Derek is onto something, man. You know, a lot of times, you know, it's self-promoting. You know, so I look at artists today as great marketers, more so than entertainers, because they're selling an image. They're selling something that the ideal of just being successful, you know, versus being successful. You know, in a sense, they're being successful, but as far as to call them artists, that's tough. You know, so today's music is hard, man. Just to be honest with you, especially as a musician, when there used to be live bands in the studio, you know, when you didn't sequence a drum, you know, you actually had a drummer, you know, live. They weren't getting punched in. They were playing the whole set all the way through. So, and I understand technology. There's some pros and cons to technology, you know, but today's music, it's just you have to listen to it with a different ear. You know, my son is 10, and he's listening to stuff. I'm like, now what is he saying? What is that song about? Because I don't have a clue as to, and I can just be getting older. I remember my parents talking about dice effects. You know, bump stiggity, bump hype. I got that off pum because I'm the fee fi, you fool, diddly dumb. Here I come. You know, dice effects back in the day. I was like, ah man, that's my song. But when you think about it, it was an art to it. You know, granted, it was an art to it. You know, but they were having fun. Today,
they had a message too, though,
you know,
man.
but today it's a lot of mumbling. Just can't understand anything they're saying, man. So it's harder for a certain generation to connect, you know, and it kind of feels like it's like that with every generation. So this is our turn.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember those days when they was listening to Smokey Robinson and all them, and telling us that this hip hop, boo-bop, whatever, you know, saying that no, that's not music.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess it does go with every generation. You know, this music is what they like. This is what we like. And nowadays, you got the kids that's liking what they don't understand.
Yep.
And right now, all you getting from artists today is a hot beat, but don't know what they saying.
Right.
Back in the day with hip hop, you listen to the lyrics first, then you listen to the beat. Nowadays, it's listen to the beat first and try to understand what they saying.
Right.
Well, see, that's the reason why I'm coming out with my own song. It's called Check, 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 Check. And Terradome Entertainment is going to produce it.
You lie.
No, I mean, but that was the first verse, man. I mean, I got some more words to it, but I mean, when the beat is bad, they gonna be like, check, check, okay.
And you'll sell a lot of albums, dude.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to that. Terradome will not be producing none of that. We gonna move on, man. All right. This is one question that everybody wants to know.
What is that?
What's your top 5 hip hop back in the day and your top 5 rap today, if there is a top 5 for
I'm gonna let you take that one. Go first.
Top five hip hop for me back in the day was we got. I mean, like I wouldn't put it in no particular order, but I mean, like I used to always listen to Nas. I listened to Biggie. Tupac was my favorite one because, like, I mean, like he put it on the map, man. I mean, like you could look it up. This man was telling you, like, he wasn't just a rapper. He had a message behind his rap. And yeah, some of them times it was like, it was vicious, but it was warranted. You know what I mean? So, but and I would say Jay Z before he started getting his money. I mean, I think everybody changed, and you got to put Outkast in there, man. Come on, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. We having a smoke in the dungeon with the Mary Jane. Well, like it was cool. That was my jam. That's my top five. Now today, Snoop. That's it. That's Snoop.
All five, Snoop.
All five. Because he's older and he still can connect to the younger generation, but he still keep it, how he do. You know what I'm saying? He don't sit up there and try to change his whole genre. This is what he do.
Right.
Man, my top hip hop from back in the day is probably gonna be definitely Tupac. I got to give some West Coast some love with that Ice Cube, man.
Oh,
Ice
yeah,
Cube,
yeah.
that was my guy.
Oh, yes, sir.
Definitely Ice Cube, Nas. Man, it's Ice Cube, Nas, Tupac.
Man, don't forget West Coast. I'm sorry. I don't mean. I'm
sorry.
I don't mean to cut him off.
So and then we have Eminem. That's my guy. Honestly, I'm gonna say some stuff. He's probably my number one guy. I know.
But Public Enemy, man, you got to put Public Enemy in there.
Public Enemy, good, man. I say my top five for hip hop would be, of course, Biggie and Tupac. Let's not even put them on the list because they above
right.
five.
Right,
so we'll go with Busta
Rhymes.
We'll go with
Nas.
We'll go with Eminem is good. Also, I like Dre too. Dr. Dre.
Oh, I say Drake.
But we're gonna come back with the rest of this. We're gonna give the rest of our top five hip hop, top five rap of today. We'll be back at you.
Cardone Entertainment, your ultimate entertainment experience. We provide professional DJing services, photography services, videography services, and much, much more. Please call us at 855-744-7755 or hit us up on our website or all the social media.
Welcome back, people. Again, this is Men Do Talk. The topic of today is music. And we was just in the middle of the top five hip hop and the top five rap of today. We also got a new panelist that just came in. Give him a little brief introduction.
What up, man? My name is Cash Cavalli from the streets of Portsmouth, Virginia.
Good. What are you doing in music, Cash?
Well, I'm a songwriter, artist. I do management for a few artists that I deal with that's in Virginia and some in Atlanta. I help a few companies with management as far as, helping them with their management, I'm just universal all the way around the board, just trying to wear a few hats.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So everybody, again, is, just different people from different areas in life.
Yeah.
Again, the last segment, we ended with what's the top five hip-hop, top five rap. We kind of left Rod without his top five rap, so we're going to go back to Rod and find out what he got for us.
All right, so we talking about currently or
Current.
Yeah, current.
Man, it's tough, man, because I don't really listen to it. It's hard to listen to, but I'm gonna have to go with what I know. Definitely Lecrae, Andy Mineo,
Yeah.
Joyner Lucas. That's the new guy on my radar. Joyner Lucas, Kendrick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't have a fifth, man. I just
J. Cole,
J.
man.
Cole?
J. Cole. I forgot about J. Cole. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, Cash.
Well, it's kind of hard to do a top five, because I'm from the '90s era. But Nas, Jay-Z, Rakim, Raekwon, Scarface.
Yeah.
You know,
Hell yeah.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
try to go all the way around the board with it. I love the West Coast as well, but my top five growing up, I mostly listened to like East Coast music. But when the era was here for Snoop, Dre, Cube,
Yeah.
NWA, all of that, all of it's hip hop.
Outcast.
Yeah, Outkast.
Don't forget Outcast.
Yeah.
So for today, rap music, what was your top 5?
Today, Fabulous, Jadakiss. It's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard this day and time, but
No,
It all
did
depends.
Fabulous come out with an album or something?
I mean, Fabulous consistent with his music.
Oh, okay.
Fabulous been out for since
Been
the
out for a little bit.
late '90s, but he consistent. He's
Okay.
consistent. He's relevant right now. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up.
yeah,
No, I didn't know. I just
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
know. I mean, I know he got some good music, but I
Yeah.
just didn't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
All of those artists that's touring, that's still getting music touring and merchandise, and still got a set fan base. Those artists, they are artists. They're gonna always be here. They're gonna always make some money.
Hell yeah,
You know?
that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
they got that set fan base. That gives you the longevity to be an artist. You got good quality music. You last for a long time, no matter if it's a Lil Uzi Vert or. See, I don't judge none of those artists that's here today. If you with the mumble rap and stuff like, I don't really judge them because they doing what they got to do. As far as musically.
Okay.
As far as the content, that's a whole different story. but-
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what now. I mean, we was just talking about that a little bit earlier, and like I said, that mumbling. Hey, I mean, so you saying say that one more time?
But no, that's where he's getting at what I was getting at earlier. It's marketing. I mean, if you market yourself, if you understand your customer, regardless of what you're selling, if your product is in demand and you market yourself to those people, then you're gonna stay relevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So regardless, now the product could be horrible, it could be garbage, in our opinion.
Garbage.
But if they find their base and their customers, and they're consistent with their customers, then their customers gonna keep coming back.
Yeah, it's bigger than your region. It's bigger than your city. It's a whole world, man. You can have fans in Africa, Asia, Europe, London, UK. You can have fans everywhere and go on tour and make money forever. Everybody don't have to like the music.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's true. True.
Look at Flo Rida. He's getting his most money overseas.
Yeah.
Hey man, I like Flo Rida. I mean, Flo Rida, he's a pop artist, man. I mean, he just like to keep things excited. You know what I mean? I mean, like he's all about that energy, man. So I mean, he has good beat. He flows with it, so it's all good. Flow right up.
This guy's crazy. But who are your influences? What started you in the music?
Well, being a product of my environment in the streets, I grew up in the projects, so music was my influence by me going to prison. I did like 10 years in prison, starting from a juvenile, going back and forth, because my city was like a lot of projects in one little area, a small area, because the city is real small. So that's all we did was listen to like up north music, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes down south, but it influenced me, going back and forth to prison, because that's when I first started writing music, being in the cell and having concepts though, because I got my GED when I was in prison, so that made me read books, you know what I'm saying, and how to format music. So I influenced myself, literally. Like I influenced myself because of what I've been through. So I'm my biggest influence, as far as to the game. But like starting real early, like MC Light, Public Enemy, Naughty by Nature, Tribe Called Quest, Poor Righteous Teachers,
Oh
NWA, all of those movements made me who I am, going up to like Nas being my favorite rapper, listening to Tupac, It's all a story, man. It's all books, man. Everybody got a story to tell, and those are the artists that I usually like look into, and those are my influences, the ones who really got a story to tell. The artists these days, they be having a story to tell, but they just go off of a quick concept. Like, I got club music here. J. Cole might got this type of music. He's gonna always have fans. Wale, he gonna always have fans. Everybody got their own fans, like we was talking about, different markets. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, in the industry, if it was one person you had to pick to sort of emulate, who would that be for you?
Emulate? Well, I don't know. I can't say, man. 'Cause I would want to be my own person, but I wouldn't want to imitate nobody.
Right, I feel you, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to answer that one. 'Cause, I mean, if I had to answer it, I wouldn't want to live nobody else's lifestyle, because I wouldn't want to take back nothing that I've been through in my life to make me who I am. So I probably wouldn't know. It'll be nobody for real.
Yeah.
It'll be me. I'll stick to that. Yeah.
For sure.
I'll probably say Quincy. Just really being able to have an open ear for not just one genre of music. Because if you're able to blend, just like I like what Tribe does, Tribe Called Quest, they'll take some jazz and throw it on top of hip hop. Mm-hmm. So if you can kind of cross pollinate, different genres and make a sound that nobody else is really doing, with the understanding of music, composing, and knowing how to fit that in, then that's going to set you apart. I know this is not hip hop, but like Snarky Puppy, that whole group is like almost their own genre now, because they take jazz, they take rock, they take R&B, they take all this and they've made it their sound. So definitely, man, introducing something new to the industry and just doing something from a musical composing musically into hip hop. I think that's dope.
Okay, cool.
I mean, like I said, I agree with what you were saying. Like, because like I said, I go by just Derek, but if I had to emulate one artist, I think that artist would be Michael Jackson, man. Because like he's the really one that got me into this business, got me into it, to actually just performing. You know what I'm saying? Like when Michael Jackson would stand on the stage and just stand, and people fall out while he just standing. He ain't even moved yet. He ain't broke out into no, you know what I'm saying? No, nothing. He just standing there, freezing. He take his glasses off, they go crazy. I mean, like his fans, like if I had to imitate somebody, that's what I would like right there.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Me, I think it would be like somebody like Dr. Dre, because being a producer, being an engineer, that is, the type of vibe that I would want to have. Just constant work, and then when your name is said, that there's some power behind it. That brand is dope. The brand is dope. Yeah. So that's for me. Now, what are some of the challenges that you guys come across in your field of what you do? We'll start with you, Cash.
Man, I had a lot of doors shut, trying to make it in the game, as far as I had to learn that progress is a process. So if I come to an obstacle that I can't leap across, I go around it. But it was a lot of doors shut trying to make it, trying to get the music heard, that's because you got to study. Because if it's a business and it's like a blueprint, you got to actually study and know what you're doing instead of just jumping out there with it. So mine was like time consuming. So it was a lot of doors shut in my face, trying to get in the game. So I just started networking a lot. I had to take a step back, like going to college or something. Start studying, knowing the business, knowing points. You know what I'm saying? Knowing your royalties, your publishing, knowing that you need a lawyer for this, knowing that sometimes you don't have to pay. Sometimes you can. Sometimes things are common sense with agreements. Like I had an artist come to me like the other day, and the management was giving him a 6-page agreement to for his management, and his lawyer, he ended up going to get a criminal lawyer to do his entertainment business. So the lawyer told him that he needed to tell them that he wanted what was it, a termination. He can terminate his agreement he can terminate his contract on the spot. Like I can send a text message out and say I no longer need your services, without giving them a 30-day notice saying that I'm gonna be leaving the company. The lawyer told him that, put that in the agreement. So I was letting him know, like, it's no way in business that you can just up and leave a situation without giving somebody fair notice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just little obstacles like that, and I try to learn from those.
The value of understanding that it took me a while to figure out I can't do anything on my own. Understand your strengths, and then connect with people that offset your weaknesses.
Okay. Derek?
I mean, my obstacles is myself. But once I get out my own way, then there is no obstacles.
Okay. So that's the end of this show today. Again, it was Over Music, and this is Mandy Talk.